Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at the new map for DCS by Henri Tech. It's the new Sinai map, which includes parts of Egypt, Israel, Jordan. Really nice textures in this one as far as I've seen. Very impressive. From what I've been told, there was a new technology that was implemented here. They were using procedural texturing technology, supposedly and apparently, as I can see, it provides improved color balance, improving the visibility of details, especially at higher altitudes. Initially, when I first heard about this map, I was like, oh, another desert map, fantastic. But this one's got a little bit of a different feel to it, if I'm being honest. The lighting conditions, for example, are a good example of that, like we just talked about. You get these nice, beautiful oranges that give it a real, like, Middle Eastern feel. Like that kind of color that you would expect from movies and stuff. So I feel like when you're flying around here, you might feel like you're in the, some new Spielberg movie. We have some really high population density areas of lots of apartment buildings. And I think maybe multi-threading might have come at the perfect time because my performance on this map was really good despite all of the, stuff going on, all the new trees, lots of buildings as you can see. And everything you see on the screen is basically recorded with multi-threading, and I had really good performance. I was pretty happy with it. Of course, that depends on, your own computer specs, but for the most part, when maps first come out, they struggle a little bit in terms of FPS and balancing and stuff. This one doesn't really feel like it has too much of that going on, to be honest. I didn't have too many frame drops or anything like that flying around. The night lighting is absolutely stunning. I can't really say too much about it. All I can do is show you, which is what I'm trying to do on screen right now. You see that beautiful sunset with an Egyptian MiG-29 off in the distance. Here in this scene, this is what I want to show you. As you watch this MiG-29 fly around, look at the background. You're going to have there's so many buildings, so much lighting, really high density population areas. And look at the FPS, still pretty good. I don't see, everything's great. There's no stutters, there's no reduction in frame rates. Look at that. Look at how many buildings are behind that MiG-29 right now. Flawless, as we just flew through that. So I've been very impressed with the performance of this map, in case you haven't realized yet, based on everything I've said. The pyramids are also super cool to fly around. They look really nice in the lighting and stuff. Beautiful. We also have a lot of salmon placements. That's not new. We've had that in other maps before. Of course, Syria is a really good example of that. But it's just nice to have these positions throughout the map so that when you want to make your missions, you literally know exactly where to put the SAMs, and they're also realistic locations, right? Which I think is huge for immersion. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a simulator, right? You're not supposed to have SAM sites in the middle of a grass field, for example. It'd be nicer if you could have emplacements like this, right? So this is a look at the actual map. You can see just about everything. This is CAIRO. Look at how big this is. I'm not even... Well, we're going to have a closer look in a second here, but just look at the size of this map. Here's the satellite view. Right, you got the SUEZ Canal over here. Look at all those SAM emplacements, all those locations for different SAMs. Really good setup for Israeli Arab war scenarios you might want to do in the future with this map. Huge potential there, I would say. The ground details up close are really good for you helicopter guys out there. Those of you who are flying the Mi-24, the Apache, the Huey, all that stuff. This map's going to be great for that. I think there's going to be lots of detail. It's going to look beautiful down low. Here's a look at CAIRO. This thing is absolutely massive. CAIRO is gigantic, and they did a fantastic job modeling it. It really does look like a real city when you're flying over it like this. Look at, you got all the kind of small rolling hills, but then apartment buildings as far as the eye can see. Look at this thing. It's massive. Absolutely gigantic, CAIRO. I'm sure it took them, I don't know, years to model this thing. It's crazy how big it is. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, I'm pretty impressed flying around CAIRO. This is CAIRO International Airport. Absolutely gigantic, this thing as well. you know, just imagine the missions you can run out of this thing. There's so many bases too around CAIRO, it's all in there. We'll show you a couple of more locations. Here is Alexandria in Egypt, of course. Absolutely beautiful here too. A port city, so you get some water. This allows you maybe some naval stuff to go on in this area if you like. Again, beautifully modeled, just like CAIRO. You got all your SAM emplacements, everything's already in there. I think it'd be cool to actually make some templates with this, you know, so you have SAM sites everywhere, a couple of missions where it's completely realistically laid out with SAM sites. I think that'd be really, really cool. We also have Amman in Jordan, which you can see is a different feel of a city. It's not like the other cities were just copy and pasted here. This one, maybe not as much skyscrapers, not as much buildings, that kind of stuff. You can see it's a little bit more relaxed in terms of a city, which I think is really cool. One of the things you absolutely don't want to see when you're looking at this kind of stuff is to see developers that are copy pasting building assets into different cities, and you know, it just looks repetitive. That doesn't seem to be going on in this map. Now, as you can see on screen, we have Jerusalem in Israel, and this again has a different feel from the CAIRO area, a little bit more built up than Amman in Jordan, but you know, different feels to it. Got those like rolling hills of Israel, you know, that it gives you a different feel. Every place you go, it feels different. That's good. That's what you want. We have also the Suez Canal, which of course is going to be very important for, again, the Israeli-Arab wars, right? That's going to be a very big part of where that conflict's going to go down, is going to be in this area. It looks really nice. Again, really built up with the buildings. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to start doing some missions here. I think we'll do a couple of videos in the future where, you know, we'll do stuff like that. We'll just set up some different missions in this area and just see how it plays out and how beautiful it looks. This map, in my opinion, really does take things to the next level in regards to DCS maps. Really nice ground detail and high altitude detail, which is, you know, rare to see. You usually have to choose between one or the other. There's sims out there, I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, when you're flying up high and everything looks beautiful and the whole world is modeled, and then you come down low and it looks like it's, you know, 1987 graphics on the ground. So I'm really happy to report that that is not the case with this map. We have both, you know, the map looking fantastic at high altitude and low altitude. So overall, I'm very, very happy with what I've seen so far from the map, and I'm very excited for the future of this map. If there's anything you'd like to see in future videos in regards to this map, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to do that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.